This is the Master, Chris Masters, and you are listening to WGS Radio on Blog Talk. Check it out.
This is Team Gooch, and we are in WGS, the best running wrestling and gaming radio show ever, only on Blog Talk Radio. And if you don't like anything we say or do, 1, we respect your opinion. 2, fuck you.
What I want to talk about is something that was leaked out, shut up Chris, a couple of weeks ago, is the fact that in the Survivor Series, we're going to see Rock and John Cena on the same team. Now, everybody knows my opinion about The Rock. Yeah,
we know. Promote it now.
Yeah,
they're back The Rock now.
Yeah, I mean, Rock's had a great run in the Attitude Era. However, we're not in the Attitude Era anymore. No, we're not. Now, they've been building all this time. Oh, it's going to be Cena, Rock, WrestleMania 28. Cena one-on-one with The Rock. Why in the blue fucking hell are WWE putting Cena and Rock together, as I mute Chase's here because his phone was making way too much noise? Why the fuck are we going to have Cena and The Rock on the same fucking team?
Rock can't move past that. It's not the Attitude Era anymore. He still thinks it's Attitude when, I mean, he lives in the fucking past. I lost all respect for The Rock. I think he's a jobber. He needs to pick acting or wrestling. He can't do fucking both. Exactly. He needs to stick with wrestling, give up fucking acting. He has become a faggot in my book ever since he played a fucking Tooth Fairy.
Here's an interesting tip I want to talk about. This is not really news, but this is like a conversation, a small conversation we can talk about. And it's who's in charge. We know that Vince McMahon's actually been, moved on or fired for several weeks, and Triple H has been actually not taken over. Yet I've been reading in the news bits constantly every night that Vince McMahon's not happy. He's been having yelling fits in the back, and he's even one time has been happened to be more and more in the ear of Michael Cole. If this is the truth, who's in charge in the back? Is Vince McMahon in charge, or is it Triple H in charge? What's your guys' thoughts?
Well, let's start with Chase Matthews. Chase, you're on the line. What's your thoughts on what Rick said?
Well, I think we all can pretty much say Vince McMahon's still calling shots in the back, but and we all know that Triple H got more hand on the creative aspect of the show. But I mean, Triple H can have more decisions now, and Vince McMahon could be not satisfied with it. So I mean, who really knows? I mean, we all know Vince McMahon's still pulling strings, but Triple H is calling some shots now. So that's my take on it.
Chris, what's your take?
In my opinion, Vince is just being Vince with his mood swings, He's reaching that point of his life where, he's going basically through the male version of menopause. And so, basically, he's going to be more moody and crap, So I think, it doesn't really surprise me that he's more moody these days.
So basically you're saying his grapefruits are shrinking.
Well, when you put it that way, yeah.
Well, my thought on it is Vince McMahon's really trying to get out of the limelight. I mean, look what happened recently. Alberto Del Rio recently got in the doghouse with Vince McMahon just for mentioning his name on the air. Vince McMahon doesn't want his name to be mentioned anymore at all, I believe. So he's trying to step away from the spotlight. He's trying to let the company run itself, i.e. Triple H, John Laurinaitis, and such, and he just wants to remain backstage. So I really think that, Vince is, Rick, the way I think, it's got to be like 50-50 in a sense. You know, Vince McMahon and Triple H, who's banging the boss's daughter. But anyway, that's my take on it. It's got to be a 50-50 thing.
Possibly, yes. I mean, okay. Even Vince has once said in the I believe it was Beyond the Mat. He said there's a Vince McMahon and Vincent Kennedy McMahon. There's two identities. And I think he definitely wants to get rid of the Vincent McMahon, but the Vincent Kennedy McMahon possibly could be letting go of the strings, and he's not liking how it goes. So how it's going out front. And anytime, he can pull those reins right back and say, I don't like it.
To listen to the entire show, click on the link in the description box.